Testing one, two, mic check. We are back. We are live. It is your boy Zulu Gunner. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Um, Good morning to y'all. It's a great day. Anticipate a little rain, but right now the temperature is slightly hot, but a little bit more mild so than hot with a breeze, and it's comfortable being outside with some fresh air right now. Even though it's not as bright, it's a little cloudy, but I take it. Can't beat a day like this where you just walk outside. It's great, a great feeling, and you're not sweating for no reason. You can actually walk around, enjoy the breeze. Just love it. I love it. But I want to talk to you guys about being different, going against the norm, um, finding a better path for yourself, and just open up your lenses a little bit. Um, when I told y'all when you had this passport bro scuffle where everybody was like, go to Brazil, go to Colombia. And when I took my hiatus, when I ventured out, I went to Ethiopia. Of course, now guys are sliding into Ethiopia. Uh, Hopefully, we don't wear out our welcome. I think at one point in time, mainly Colombia, Brazil a little bit, guys wore their welcome out. So keep in mind that I want to put this message out there that when you go places, man, don't wear out your welcome and don't mess it up for everybody. Um, One of my biggest criticisms was that guys went to the DR, they went to Brazil, they went to Colombia, and they went with their own bad American habits that they never really addressed, and they tried to blame it on Pookie and Ray Ray. They took simp behavior and they took the typical American behavior, or in some cases, afflictions. Because I told y'all when I ventured out that I had to sit down for a second before I stepped out of my hotel and clear my mind and my thoughts and get that American stank, pressure, you know, um, just affliction off of me so I could experience something, right? And you have to do that. And I want to tell you guys that y'all got to go in a different path. You have to do not what is expected. Seen guys chase IG models. I've seen guys all chase more popular girls. I've seen guys chase the typical blonde. If group of pretty girls who think they're the it factor, wherever, right? I've done that before. I done that when I was young. I stopped now. I stopped doing a lot of that stuff when I was young. I definitely stopped doing that when I was young. I kind of started having self-respect and some dignity for myself probably by the time I was like 15, 16, you know. Doesn't mean I don't bat 100%. I never batted 100%. I'll never bat 100%, even with the seasoning in game that I have, level of game that I have now. But I would do things differently. Uh, I remember being 16 and 17 years old, and I was macking Asian girls back in high school because, as much as I love black women, I used to have a hard time with them. And I wasn't no nerd, or I wasn't no geek, and I wasn't no weak dude. I played football and everything, and I had hands. Um, you know, you couldn't bully me, and then I made good grades, and I was also somewhat of a street dude, so I was in the mix of things. But, going back to the dignity and respect I have for myself, I used to watch the girls do a lot of stuff that I just didn't approve of, and we would clash. I wouldn't go for it. And I could have went the bunny route, but I didn't. It wasn't really my thing. I've had a couple bunnies here and there just to try it out, but it wasn't really my thing. Um, but what I would do is I would I would go out of town back then. I would go to the other high schools and out of town back then and mac me a black chick that I found different, you know. And girls just get upset with me at my school or in my town in general because I did that. You know, they used to call me particular. So I've always been different, but I did date a couple female basketball players. That's what I want to tell y'all about. You know, with the recent hype of the WNBA and Angel Reese. You know, I've seen this pic of this young lady pop up on my Facebook timeline. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a stream on. You know, I'm gonna put her at the forefront. Use her as an example. Um, no real intent. This is by all means positive and promotion. I want guys. You know how females talk about how they don't want short guys. Well, you know, I found out that tall women are at a disadvantage because it's even far less tall men their height or taller. And you know, when you ever notice when you go about, you move around, you don't see a lot of tall women. And when you do see one, they stick out. I remember I was in Walmart about a year or two ago, and this 7 foot young lady came in there, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, you know, I was sniffing the air because I was like, shit, Shorty can get it, you know. And my experience with my 2'6'2" female basketball players, um, fun. Like I was rough though, you know. Like I said, I played. This is when I was younger. I played football. I think one of them I had in my early 20s. I was rough. I grab onto them, pick them up, you know, flip them, turn them. You know, I treat them like a little petite woman. I ain't care. You know, that's my thing. I treat all women the same. You know, so I grab hold of them. You know, and I want you guys to kind of look at it like they are rare or not as seen as much. You know, they have to be at a venue, you know, of their skill set, of their expertise, or something like that for you to run into a number of them. You don't see them that much in the club either. You know, I remember one time my cousin caught me looking at this big, tall, thick black girl in the club one night. I was ready to get her too. You know, I was on one. He was laughing at me and shit. He said, "Damn." He said she is thick and she's curvy and shapely. He said she just tall as a motherfucker. Cuz I was like, yeah, man, but you know, I'm an animal. You know what I'm saying? I'll tackle them. That's how I be. So when you don't see them that much, you kind of wonder, you know, like I said, this ain't foolproof. Um, this is not foolproof. You know, not to say that they may not have a high body count, they may not be a 304, but not being seen as much and trying to figure their business out. What's going on, boss? You picking up somebody? Malachi, just go straight up to that blue Mustang and go in that door. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's a good inference. That's a good indicator of not doing as much. Um, we you know, like I said, we still don't know. But I tell you what, like, ask yourself though, like, how often have you talked to a tall woman? You know how they have this stereotype and stigma about women wanting men taller than them, but you know, how does that fare with a woman that's already tall? See what I'm saying? What are her expectations? Ask yourself questions like that. You know, just as much as, you know, they're rarely seen, you have to be in specific um, areas or at specific events in order to see a selection of them. So ask yourself that. My thing is try, you know, test your game, try them out, run up on one, see what they're working with. You know, um, they probably do have a low or manageable body count. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, man, I'm just here to make you see something a little different than what's typical, you know. And we do got to hold ourselves accountable. Men, we can be typical, you know. Just like sometimes you overlook the big girl now. I ain't saying that you have to take something that you're not attracted to, but um, sometimes things happen for you that you don't expect to happen. So open up your lenses a little bit and have a look. But this is your boy Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. We'll definitely come back to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.